Ladies and gentlemen, the blood shortage nationwide is critically low, and they are asking for donations. They said it is dire. So I'm going to go ahead and play this story. This one is out of San Antonio, but it will still give you some idea of what it's like. Texas is far from the only state. In fact, most of the states are struggling with the blood supply. I'm going to go ahead and play this audio for you.
Once again, the way local health officials are describing our current blood supply.
The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center hosting two more blood drives this week to address the situation. RJ Marquez stopped by one of those blood drives to speak to officials about the desperate need for blood in South Texas.
It's a dire emergency that we need that blood to be available and on hand and ready to be issued out to our patients.
Willie Williams is a surgical nurse at Christa Santa Rosa Medical Center and has seen firsthand the need for blood donations in our community.
What impacts us the most is when we have those unplanned surgeries that do require a blood transfusion.
Roger Ruiz with the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center says levels have not been this low across the region for months.
We are seeing levels where it's less than 3 days, sometimes less than a day of our blood supply.
Blood donations are also down this summer.
Right now, we're averaging probably about 3 to 350 donations a day. We ideally like to collect 600 units a day.
The Blood and Tissue Center serves 48 counties and over 100 hospitals and clinics. They're hosting blood drives Wednesday and Friday to combat the shortage.
And Roger Ruiz says that the type of blood supply, which is one of the most critical, is needed the most because it is at a one-day supply. And keep in mind that one of these blood donations can save 3 lives.
O negative is the red blood cell that can be transfused to anybody in an emergency.
Many cancer patients and people with blood disorders also depend on these donations for treatment. Ruiz and Williams say any type of blood donation is needed at the moment.
It's a completely safe process. I'm a blood donor. I've been donating for years whenever I'm able to donate. It's a great thing to do.
If we stopped collecting blood today, we would only have enough for just one day, for 24 hours, which is pretty scary.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Okay. Yeah, that is scary. But the blood supply is.
With John Wayne's exclusive Flex AC system, it'll keep you cool.
Turn that off. Okay. So blood donors are needed now to prevent seasonal shortages. So just like cars need constant refueling, so does the nation's blood supply. The American Red Cross has faced a concerning drop in blood donations this summer. Donors are needed to make an appointment and give in August to prevent a blood shortage from getting worse. Now, probably the worst was during the pandemic when everything was locked down. Oh, it went to a critical level for real because nobody was out there donating. A lot of people weren't working. They were at home working remotely. And see, the thing with that, you don't have people out and about, then nobody's going to be out there donating, right? So the decline in donations has caused the Red Cross blood supply to shrink nearly 20% in recent weeks. The availability of blood products will continue to decline if donations do not increase. People should not wait until they hear there's a blood shortage to give. So they're saying the one they desperately need is O negative blood donors, especially needed now, as you heard even in the video. Um, this is a concern trending that may soon make it tough to keep blood products stocked on hospital shelves. This is according to Paul Sullivan, and he works at the Red Cross as a senior vice president of donor services. By choosing a time to give now, donors can help pump up the blood supply for those in immediate need of life-saving care and those who rely on transfusions for treatment. So, it has their 800 number, and, they're talking about different blood drives. across the country that they're trying to do, along with donation centers and facilities. Wow. And they're saying donors no longer have to wear a face mask. Individuals may choose to continue to wear their mask. I guess you do it on a voluntary basis. The Red Cross will also adhere to more stringent face mask requirement per state and or local guidance, or at the request of the blood drive sponsors. Donors are asked to schedule. So they want you to schedule an appointment before arriving to give blood. But they're saying they really need all types, but the one they need the most is the O negative blood, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, look, things are tough all over in America right now, and it definitely is not getting better. I can see something like this getting even worse as time goes on. Right now, people are more focused on survival, and they're fighting through all of the inflation and everything going on. I think what happens is, as long as everything is going well, like back in 2019, people are more inclined to give and splurge and do certain things. But we have not been, what they call normal since 2019, and we're already more than halfway through 2022. So, as you can see, things are not getting better, and this is how people operate. They will look out for self when things are just not going well. So, yeah, and that also means backing off of blood donations that they probably would have normally done if things did not take a turn for the worse in America. So, y'all, you'll probably hear these kind of stories again. We certainly heard it also during the 2020 pandemic, because I did a few stories on blood donations and how they were down and things were critical back then. And as you can see, nothing has changed. It's still critical right now. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. Wow. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.